All right. Hello, everyone. This short video is just a way for me to introduce myself. I'll be meeting you all in class as well, since this is a hybrid class, but just so you have a little bit of an idea who I am, what my background is. So, my name is Michael Overa. I will be your instructor. You can call me Michael. You can call me Overa. You can call me Professor. You can call me some combination of those things. Totally fine. So I grew up not far from the Shoreline campus, about 20 minutes north of Shoreline. So I am from the Pacific Northwest. I've also lived abroad. So I lived in London, England, Dublin, Ireland, and Sydney, Australia. And in all of those places, I worked as a bartender before going back to school to get a graduate degree. So it was a good opportunity to get to know different people, see what different cultures are like, and really think about how communication changes in different environments, which is something we'll talk about more as the quarter goes on. So, since I am from the Pacific Northwest, I went to the University of Washington for my undergraduate degree, which surprisingly was in English. And then, as I mentioned, I took several years off, traveled, worked as a bartender, and things like that. And then I went back to school at a place called Hollins University, which is in Virginia, and got a master's degree in English. And along the way, I've also sort of picked up additional certifications, or what they call micromasters program certifications. So I have a certificate in teaching English as a second language from Seattle Pacific University. I have a certificate in teaching higher education from Harvard. I have a certificate in instructional design from University of Maryland, and one in DEI leadership from the University of Michigan. And in fact, I just finished a whole other one on AI and instruction in higher education. So it just me, just so you kind of know, I'm always one of those people that's looking for new opportunities, ways to challenge myself. Now, outside of the classroom, I have cats, and it's front and center there. Our two cats, Lola and Tigger. I'm an avid reader. There's a picture of me reading one of my favorite books by a campfire. We do a lot of camping and hiking. You can see my daughters there on a hiking camping trip. Obviously, I'm also a writer, so I write a lot of things out longhand. And of course, like all good Pacific Northwesterners, I am into music. And it's my guitar that I built a couple summers ago. So if you want to talk about any of those things, happy to do so. Eager to find out what your passions and hobbies and interests are as well. Of course, I have a family, so there's our family, my two daughters, my wife, on a camping trip on the peninsula. It was very rainy, but we're from the Northwest, and rain doesn't get in our way of having a good time. So the last thing I want to address is sort of why I teach. So there are a lot of other jobs that I could do, a lot of other jobs that I have had in the past, but teaching is something that I actually enjoy. I feel like it's kind of a really, really good fit for me. I don't know if you want to call it a calling or whatnot, depends on your beliefs. But I teach for very specific reasons. The number one is that I think clear communication is an asset. Our ability to both speak and hear, right, or read and write and understand other people helps us better navigate the world we live in. And part of that is the second one, we're bombarded by messages. Recent studies show that even though most Americans don't read books anymore, they're still reading a significant amount of text via social media posts and things like that. But also, and most importantly, number three, communication can change lives. Our ability to navigate this world, to communicate, is actually really profound. And obviously, we use communication on a daily basis. And we can prove it easily, right? If somebody says something nice to you, it makes you feel good. But if somebody says something kind of shitty to you, it could ruin your day. So in this course, one of the things that I'll be focused on is thinking about clear, intentional communication, why we communicate, how we communicate, who we're communicating with. So that's it. That's me in a nutshell. If you have other questions, want to chat, happy to do so. Otherwise, looking forward to a good quarter. If you're new to Shoreline, welcome to Shoreline. If you're coming back, glad to have you back. All right, take care, and I will see you in class.